Hey guys, Mr. Derry here. We're here in Onshape. We are going to get started on a sheet metal box, our first project. Now that you have a little bit of CAD skills here, I'm going to rename this guy. Make sure I put my name in front of it. I'd like you to create a new document with your last name, sheet metal box, and we're going to actually make these next door in the shop in a couple days. So we got a new document. And we're in a part studio here, and the document is called sheet metal box, and we're going to go ahead and put a sketch on the top view. Or let me on the top plane. All right. I'd like to look normal to that. All right. So we're going to go take a look right here on the top. So we're looking straight onto our sketch. We're going to grab our rectangle tool, click on the origin and make a box, and it's going to be a real simple box. It's going to be 8 inches long by 3 3/4 wide. All right, simple enough. We're going to go ahead and select that sketch and extrude it, and we're going to do a 2-inch thick box. Now, we've got a solid right now, and what's really cool in Onshape is you can take this solid feature and quickly convert it into a sheet metal part. So up over here, you're going to go to sheet metal model. All right, it's going to pull up a dialog box here that we have to put some information in. So we're going to make our bend radius 0.05. The material that we're using is 20 thousandths thick, or 2/100ths of an inch thick. So we're going to do that. Set yours up like that. All right, now over here, parts to convert. We got to click on this and tell it that that's the part we want to convert. All right, we're going to leave the arrow pointed this direction, which is going to put the sheet metal on the outside of what we just did. Faces to exclude is the next choice we need to make, and we're going to get rid of these 3 faces right here. And whoops, got to rotate around and select this backside. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of these 3 faces, so we just end up with the U for now. So we're going to hit OK, and now we got something that looks like a U here. All right, and whoops, what happened? Oh, I forgot to specify my bends, so I'm going to edit that. Edges to bend, and we're going to select that edge. And that edge, it looks like it cut them open instead of bending them. All right, apologize for that. So we selected those, and now we've got one part. And you can see over here on a flat pattern, if your flat pattern's not showing, you can just click on this little guy right here, and it will show you what it's going to look like bent out flat. All right, I'm going to actually close that out for now so we have a little more space to work. Next thing we need to do is put a couple of flanges in. So we're going to come in here and we're going to put a flange here on this edge and one on this edge, and we're going to make them 2 inches. All right. Now, once we have those flanges in, we need to move them out, and this is kind of a goofy little move, but it's going to help us put our tabs on the side so we can attach this. The next step would be to go over here and move face. We're going to click on this face and whoops, click on this face. We don't want to move it 1/4 of an inch out. We're going to move it out, let's say 60 thousandths. All right, and it's going to give us a little bit of room to put our tabs on the side there. So I'm going to hit OK, and we're going to do the same thing with this side. We're going to click that, or hit move face rather. Click this face and set it out to 60 thousandths. Hit OK. So you can see now we got a little bit of a gap there. This has come out a little bit. This is going to allow us now to put a another flange on these. We're going to put 4 more flanges on. So we're going to go to the flange guy. We're going to put this inner edge here. We're going to put a flange on this one. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. This guy and this one in here. Okay, now those flanges are a little bit too big, so we're going to bring them down to a 1/2 inch. That looks about right. Now we got to do the same thing we just did, is we got to move those flanges to the outside. So we're going to move face again. I'm going to select this face and I want to move it out, and I don't remember what I had for a number. I'm going to try 0.06 and see if that works. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's try 0.1. Does that work? That's too much. 0.8. That looks pretty good. Might even be able to take it down a little bit more. Let's see if we can get 0.7 in there. Just touches that. See if it'll let it go. Yeah, I'm good with that because we want it to actually touch. All right. That looks good. Looks like the height of our flange may need to be extended just a little bit. We can edit that after the fact. So let's go ahead and move those other ones to the outside. So again, quick review. We're going to go to move face, which is this guy. We're going to select the face right here. We're going to put in our value of 0.07 and we're good. And we're going to do, whoops, I apologize. So we're going to go along and do that to all of them. So I got this side done. I'm going to just quickly show you my flat pattern. You can see it's going to show us all of that in detail there. All right. Come in and move the 2 on this side. Move face. 0.07. Select that face. Hit OK. We're going to keep rolling here. Okay, we got our last one. Move face one more time. We're going to select this guy and type in 0.07. All right. So we said we were going to lengthen those flanges a little bit. We could actually figure out exactly how much we need to lengthen them by simply going to our measure tool, which is down here. And how far is it from this face? Whoops. This face right here. Try that again. All right. From this face to this face. Doesn't want me to do that. From this edge to this edge. Try that one more time. I'm going to hit escape so that, or click off my screen here so nothing is selected. There we go. Takes a little time to respond sometimes. All right. Let's try that edge to that edge. That's what I'm looking for. So the distance is 20 thousandths of an inch in the Z direction. So we need to make these 2 flanges here. Is that this? Yeah. So I'm going to right click and edit those and add 20 thousandths to that. So it's going to be 2.02. Hit OK. And now if we take a look, those things are flush. Perfect. So we're going to put some hems on now. Hems are going to add some strength and they're going to keep the edges a little duller. So we're going to go to hem and we're going to select this edge. Oh, may not let us put a hem on the flange. Let's try that. We'll select these 2 edges. We're going to go 1/2 inch hem, hit OK. Let's see what happens here. Why won't it let me put one on here? Okay, it didn't allow me to put a hem on a flange, but it allowed me to put another flange on there. When we make the box, it's actually not going to be like that. We're going to bend it all the way down to a hem. But to add one of those flanges onto your existing flange, just go to flange, set it from 1 inch to 0.5, and then we'll just select that edge right there and hit OK. That way in our flat pattern, and again, getting back and forth to your flat pattern here, you can see that we have the material we need to make that hem. The hem is going to be that bent down there. So that's going to do it for this video, and I'll have a follow-up video where we take our flat pattern into a drawing.